All right, well, a happy day today, man. We're holding on to some good-looking clouds as you go right into areas by Alaska there. Some sunshine, 68 degrees for you there. More clouds as you go into Eau Claire. And then eventually we'll see some thinning of these clouds, and eventually those clouds will come back again. Yesterday's rainfall, as you can see, La Crosse hit about a little over 2 inches there. You had on Alaska almost an inch and a third, or even more than an inch and a third. Boscombe, 2 inches there. Westby, almost 3 inches. And Stoddard, about 2 inches there as well. Over in Eau Claire, meager amounts there. A lot of this stuff kind of slid right in just south of the areas there. So most of it was along I-90 and came in from the south. In fact, you see lighter amounts of rainfall were there until Marshfield picked up about 0.46 the rain. Let's get into it here. As I mentioned before, high pressure is building. It's building over the Great Lakes. And as that happens, we're getting in this nice little northeasterly flow in the region. Once it all begins to scoot eastward, again, we're starting to get cooler air. And so we'll have temperatures like this for today. You can roll right into it, 70 degrees, getting about 74 by the 5 o'clock hour, and then gradually cooling in the 70s to about 73 by the 7 o'clock hour. Meanwhile, Eau Claire holds on to 69 degrees and then picks up about 74 through the day by the 5 o'clock hour and gets to 7 p.m. and they're going to start to slowly cool down. Your highs for Thursday, as I mentioned before, 70 degrees all the way to about 75 degrees. We'll get down to Prairie du Chien about 74. Elsewhere, Sparta about 73, as well as Black River Falls and Sparta. Then leading into Eau Claire from there, we get into about 74 degrees. You take a look at the zones across the region. Everybody's got the sunshine. You almost kind of want to go sunshine for everybody out there. And you're going to hold on to that from Shelby, looking pretty nice there, going all the way back down to areas by Prairie du Chien, about 74 degrees, 72 as you go into Gays Mills. And of course, we'll hold on to more of that sunshine getting back to La Crosse at 75 degrees and all the way up to areas by Whitehall, 73 degrees for those local temperatures. So very comfortable festival weather indeed. Ladysmith at 72, and of course, you've got Eau Claire about 74 degrees we mentioned already. So again, we've got the sunshine coming into the forecast. We roll right into it all the way through the night with clearing skies. Then rainfall starts to sneak back into the picture. You saw that just a little bit earlier for Friday morning, and then by the afternoon, clouds pop in. You've got the rainfall up to the north, well north of Ladysmith, until we start to see it come towards Eau Claire with the cloud cover. Then Red Wing picks up storm activity. That's around, say, just as we slide or finish out the night about 10 o'clock in the evening, and then eventually by 1 o'clock in the morning, rain falls by Winona. So Eau Claire gets kind of skipped again by the rain. It dries right back down to the south as we go right into Decorah as well, moving across the river to Viroqua. La Crosse is in that as well with some good storm activity. Then it continues to plummet down to the south. And of course, you're also seeing, again, more of that storm activity there. To the end of that, we're seeing by 10 o'clock, we've got clearing skies up to the north and holding on to a few clouds, but more clearing comes back in for Saturday. And that's how the day is going to progress. Highs for Friday, you're looking at 70s, pretty much widespread. Then we'll go back into how the rainfall goes. We're talking about maybe an inch to an inch and a half, maybe 2 inches or more, and that's about it for the rain. We'll carry over by Saturday's highs about 75 to about 82, so the gradual warming, as I told you, from the south helping us out as those temperatures continue to increase. 75 as you roll right back into the forecast to about 81 degrees for La Crosse, and then 79 for Prairie du Chien. And then as you roll right into how this all shapes up, we'll go right back into rainfall, possibly coming back again for Monday, and that will continue to go all the way into Tuesday. And we'll see some of these short waves come in from time to time over the next few days with about a 20% chance of rainfall going into Thursday with 30% chance on tap. Back to you.
All right, thank you.